Who is a strong female protagonist done right? 1. Dana Scully, even caused an uptick of women in STEM studies. 2. Let's add Aura. Then, she encouraged all girls and black people, in general, to aim their sights on space and science. 3. The original, animated Mulan. They don't make the mistake of having her just walk onto the training ground with the other rookies, and just automatically know everything and be the best. She falls on her ass and generally gets the shit kicked out of her just like everyone else. And by the time she becomes a competent fighter, her comrades are all competent fighters with her. But she still has that little bit of an edge to her due to her intelligence. My point being, she's done right because she's actually believable. 4. I don't think I can do this. That was so real and refreshing. She wasn't out to prove that women can fight too. She was there to save her father. 5. I thought it was refreshing to see a female character experience the transformation montage too. So often they get denied that. I can't do this. Wait, maybe I can. Oh yeah, I can do this arc. 6. Mulan's major advantage is her ability to think outside the box. The way she MacGyver solutions for doing her chores in the first scene was a great way to show that creative problem solving is Mulan's gift. I love that every success she has in the movie is tied to this trait. It's not that she's an impervious girl boss. It's that she thinks different. 7. Exactly. That was such a fantastic portrayal because she had to overcome her limitations compared to her male counterparts. She wasn't always successful from a physicality standpoint, but what's inspiring about the film is that her grit and determination to achieve a higher good is what carries her through, and that automatically makes her a noteworthy, universal character. No chip on her shoulder as to her motivations, and no condescension on the part of the writers. 8. Margie from Fargo. She's the only moral, reasonable, responsible person in a town full of insanity. She deals with it all, while being pregnant and still finding the time to have emotions, but keeping them separate when there's a job to do. 9. My very first thought, she's not physically ripped, she's not a tech genius. She's just the embodiment of female competence and everyday bravery. 10. They did such a good job making her the protagonist. Protagonist period. Not just a female protagonist. There's nothing over the top about her character. Just such a strong will and sense of duty in the face of such an absurd collapse of morality. 11. Ellen Ripley in Alien. She's the OG. 12. I rewatched Aliens incidentally a few days ago. Ripley is not just one of the best female protagonists in film, she is one of the best full stop. 13. Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. 14. Stabbed through the shoulder, one hand reloading her shotgun, almost taking out the T-10 herself only to run out of ammo. Her first instinct is to protect John before the T-800 shows up. That scene is brilliant. 15. Clarice in Silence of the Lambs. 16. Also, Dana Scully in The X-Files inspired by Clarice. 17. She may not have been the main protagonist, but Rachel Weisz as Evelyn in The Mummy 1999 was for me the perfect mix of feminine, brains and grit. Just loved her, and she wasn't a Mary Sue either. She make mistakes. 18. Follow up. It would have been real easy to create some sort of relationship drama for her and Rick for the sequel, and instead they made them a happy, successful, married couple that communicates their issues like healthy adults, raising a well-adjusted, well-mannered son, all while hunting and killing an ancient evil for the second time in a row. And none of it feels even slightly underdone. 19. Samantha Carter from Stargate. 20. Kim Wexler. 21. All the Ghibli protagonists. 22. I was going to say this. The female stars in Hayao Miyazaki's films have concerns and fears. Yet they also have the courage and strength to press through adversity and succeed. They are stoic at times, and emotionally expressive to the point of tears other times. They are real, flawed, relatable, heroic, and have noticeable character progression and true strength. Some of the best examples of strong female characters. 23. Absolutely. I am a little girl and am going to set out to start my own business and make my way on the world. Using my creativity magic, but oh nitrogen monoxide, I have been struck by depression and disillusionment with adulthood and magic sucking flu. Guess I'll rely on my community for support, find productive ways to keep moving and visit a woodsy lesbian crow woman for a few weeks to do art therapy. And eventually come out of this depressive episode get my magic back. Such a fucking amazing story. She's granted so much autonomy as a character. All her decisions feel important, and her challenges feel big enough that it's significant when she is able to overcome them. That is how you write strong women. 24. Elle Woods. 25. I love how feminine she is. An absolute girly girl and yet she totally rocks as the main character. And when the other girl thinks she's trying to sleep with the professor, but instead they actually just talk it out instead of use miscommunication as a plot device. Such a good movie. 26. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. 27. Christian Ava Sarala The Expanse. Intelligent and ambitious, unapologetic, but also capable of personal reflection and growth. 28. Olivia Dunham Torv Fringe is my go-to example of a strong female protagonist. 29. Judi Dench as M30. Leslie Knope. 31. Furiosa from Mad Max, Fury Road. She doesn't need a tragic backstory speech or a romantic subplot to prove her worth. She just drives into a post-apocalyptic wasteland, kicks ass, and liberates people, all rocking a metal arm like it's no big deal. That's the kind of energy I aspire to bring when I tackle my inbox on a Monday morning. 32. Disney's Mona. Y'all don't have kids. That girl speaks truth to power, finds evidence, heads off on a dangerous trek, saves the world basically, returns home and makes her small town better. And the whole time there's no distraction from any romantic interest. That ass. 33. Ellen Ripley from the Alien franchise and Sarah Connor from the Terminator franchise.